So, of course, you all know the old saying, right? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Corollary to that, it turns out words can break my bones, and here is how. Yesterday, I was riding my bike with my wife, and one of you lovely folks left a comment. And I was so anxious to read what you guys have to say that I yanked my phone out of my pocket to read the comment. Did not notice that my wife had stopped her bike in front of me, swerved to avoid her, went over my handlebars, and landed on an outstretched hand and broke my arm. So, that is how words can break my bones. Your words specifically. But I do not blame you guys. Obviously, I love all your comments. I'm the idiot for trying to look at my phone while on a bike. Don't text and drive. Don't text and bike. But do come to Mount Holly because my arm is only slightly cracked. I only need to be in a sling for a couple weeks, and in the meantime, I still have just enough ability to move a mouse. So hello YouTube, hello Internet. I'm Zeigler Jaguar. I've got a broken arm. They call it a non-displaced proximal radial fracture, which basically means that I cracked one of the bones of my arm right up next to my elbow. But since it's a very small crack, there's no surgery required. It'll heal. It's just right now, I can't move my right arm very much or it hurts like hell. But I can do this. I can move my wrist. So all in all, I probably got off easy. The toughest thing is going to be writing any notes because I am right-handed and I could try to write some notes with my left hand, but they're going to look even worse and crazier than they ordinarily do. So, what are we going to do? Well, I ended my last episode with a plea for some folks to help me out and give me some suggestions for directions to go, and boy, did you ever. So, lots of great things, but certainly one that stood out was somebody said, like, hey, what is that diary, that drawing at the end of her ladyship's diary? And I was like, yeah, what is that drawing? And I went back and I'm like, well, I looked at it and I said, that kind of looks like the antechamber, but it also kind of looks like the outer room. And I was like, oh, wait, it's the antechamber in the outer room. And because we've had Blessing of the Monk once before, we know how to do that. Oh, let's see, I guess I had Clock Tower at the end, so I get some extra keys today. Lots of money. So, that is one of our goals now, is to build the antechamber here. Which would start by getting the shrine. Perfect. Hello, shrine. So I have no idea what could possibly happen if you built the antechamber here. Maybe I could open the rear door and instead of room 46, it will open some magical benefit. I don't know, but clearly my grandmother left that as something that should be done, and I'm going to obey her wishes. So, I am, however, going to do a little cheat here, because I could spend all day trying every different coin combination and then waiting 3 days and then doing it again, but that just seems insane. So, I could also have gone back to my VOD and see how much I donated last time that I got the Blessing of the Monk, but I don't want to do that either. I'm just going to look up, I'm freely acknowledging I'm looking this up, the shrine blessings and how much I would need to put in here to get Blessing of the Monk. There's a blueprints wiki and there's a nice little chart right here, I think. Yep, there we go. So if I want the Blessing of the Monk for 3 days, 13 coins will get the job done. As long... Hooray! So, I get 3 days, and now I get 3 days to try to go find the antechamber. That is my goal, and a secondary goal is the library, because I've taken out a new clue again, and I want to look at it again, because I think I have a good feeling now that I have seen the station and the order of stops that Mom was trying to convey with her, the little signs hidden in the back of a new clue. XYZ, ABC. I think that's 873, 10, 1, 13. And now all of those things, actually, I did a little looking. And if I look at page A, word X, which would be page 10, word 8 in the red prints, it appears to be turn. I think so. I mean, if I find the nursery, I'll take a second look at that. I was just looking at my VOD. Realm and Rune is a little trickier for me to get my hands on. Hello, this will make lots of things very easy. Thank you. Oh yeah, what did I keep? A lockpick and... Oh! I can rewind time after doing redraws. That's something. Nothing too special. This is far more special. No gem costs today. Let's go. Sure. Now, when we run out of time, something else we are going to do is open up our directory here and spend a very long time reading through every single one of these descriptions, because I have been begged to do so, and that's probably about a half-hour thing, so we might just do that at the end of a day when it makes sense. Where was I? What was I talking about? I do not recall. We're not going to freeze my accounts. I suppose actually doing the dead end there might have been a good idea. I'm not trying to do my Draxus dead end run today. Right, mailroom? Oh, I think I have some new letters. Let's do that. I do have a couple new letters. Excellent. I wonder how many total I get. Unfortunately, I don't have a magnifying glass, so if any of them come with helpful stamps, I'm out on that. So, oh, here we go. So here is a nuance dirigible, which maybe if I have the magnifying glass might tell me more about nuance. Let's see. Following up on the map I created outlining the steam power duct system, I thought it would be helpful to provide you with a corresponding map for gas power. Yep, only you. All right, so Apple Orchard, Hovel, Schoolhouse, Gemstone Cavern. Might have been useful at one point, but I've figured that much out. What about this? Just in case it wasn't explicit in the emails, no stamp here today, I decided to contact DC Power directly and get some additional usage for the VAC. As much for me as it is for you, as I often spend 10 minutes in the utility closet just pressing random buttons still coming up with the desired results, but rarely understand how I get there. After a half hour on hold, I finally got to speak with the technician who personally designed the system and compiled a list of helpful operating instructions. Alright, again, most of this I know, but let's get a photo just in case I need it again. Now, I know you can use these instructions to increase or decrease the frequency of security doors, even more than just high or low, but not sure how much use that is. However, if I find a magnifying glass, I will come back and look at that nuance stamp. What do we got? Dovecoat? Well, I don't really want the dovecoat, but... Actually, it's kind of a mess. Let's just grab some keys and do a pool hall puzzle. I'm close to getting this trophy, I think, as well. Uh-oh. That's new. Oh, boy. That is a new thing. So what? I guess just 1/3 of it? So 1/3 of 15 is going to be 5. That's what I figured. 20 minus 1/3 of 20 minus 1/3 of 10. Well, I guess that's going to be 20 minus 10 is going to be 10. I see. So if I was stupid, I would have to trim this down into like 1/3 of 10 is not an integer and 1/3 of 2 is not an integer. But if I add them together first and then take 1/3, it's 4. You still have tricks, dartboard puzzle, but I fear none of them. Great. Alright, we got a security key card, which means the foundation is an option when we want it. Now, however, this is our only way forward, well, except the foundation. Drafting studio or hallway? I guess I'll make the hallway. I think next time I have the conservatory, I need to undo the overabundance of the drafting studio because it's no longer that important to me. Sure, we can go across. Well, that's funny. I guess we're going to the foundation. Something I need to do actually on my way there anyway. We're drafting down from the top today. Well, I did talk about needing the conservatory, but let's just get an extra key because we're going to have some... Surely we're going to need to unlock some things once we're up there. Okay. Fun. What's our goal again? Right, make the antechamber. Kind of fixated on the library a little bit as well, but antechamber is the true goal. But, in the meantime, as mentioned, there is something else I want to... Why am I going so slow? Am I burdened? I thought I moved faster than this. Anyways, on my way here, I also want to take a quick look back at the Great Uncle Sinclair's blackmail note that he was then later blackmailed for, because there was something I believe I missed. I think I was so amused that I accidentally did not look at the very last thing on there. So we're going back. Which is going to burn a few steps on the way. Pretty sure I can still get into here, right? Yep. And yep. Hopefully that's just open forever. I mean, I guess it would make sense that the next time I draft the boiler room, if I have to change it, it might not be. Oh my god. I left it like this? Oh, right. I left it like this because... So, what do I need? 1 to my right or 3, maybe 4? I think it's usually 4 to get to that thing. That's okay. I don't think this actually costs me steps. Any of this. Alright. I believe if I go 1... 2... Hopefully this is correct. I remember it being 4. Let's find out. No harm, no foul, except wasting all of your time. And my own, if I'm wrong. There we go. Good. I did remember properly. Oh, really? It's still May 8. I have to do it again? What? Every other freaking lock at his place stays open. Why doesn't this one? Unless somehow I didn't save myself. Yeah. Right. So, Mr. Worth Loud... We're not... Oh my god! Okay. Alright. So, alright. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't see this because I laughed about it myself without having the irony straight up told to me. But, okay, the game is also aware of the irony. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Denny's like, yes, I'm blackmailing you for your blackmail, and to be honest, the first blackmailer did a lot better. Okay, alright, the game pretty much called it out. well, I still think it was... I'm still happy that I discovered that by myself. Or picked up on that by myself. Alright, back to drafting. Now, I could go take a look at that station again and check one more time to make sure I've got all the numbers right. At some point, I'm going to end up having to refill the reservoir, which will leave that station, unfortunately, unlocked. Or locked until I, partially drain the reservoir again. But at least I think I don't have to try to hook it up because it should stay... I don't think I need to get it down to 0 again at any time. Hopefully not. Alright. So, Antechamber. Because our goal is to end the day in the Antechamber. And if we somehow fail that, we can end the day somewhere else interesting. Like the code check room, which would let us grab the emerald bracelet immediately. That's a thing. And where am I going? Where are you even walking to, Zeigler? This is what happens when you take 2 days off and break your arm. You get dumb. Alright. Where... Hold on a second. Really, Zeigler? You take 2 days off and you completely forget how to go to the Foundation elevator. I swear on my life. It's not... No, it is there. It's... This is humiliating, guys. It's over here. It's over here. It's right here. Golly. Now, finally, I stop mashing that button endlessly and actually put in the card, wait for it to go green, and then do it. So, boy, yesterday was a fun run, huh? Just living on the edge. Alright, we'll go down. Living on the edge and then just having enough money to buy everything out. Courtyard or... You know what? Chapel's fine. Let's go in. Let's get all directions going here. And passageway. Alright, here we go. We needed directions. We needed ways to go, and now we have ways to go. Now, I'm going to keep in mind for a change that if I could make Electric Eel Aquarium here, that would be interesting. Or Boiler Room, I suppose, also gets the same thing done. Sure. But... Oh, what the heck. Let's see. Anything worth powering? No. But I did want the observatory for a couple of reasons. I wanted the observatory because, first of all, I want to take a look at the fixed stars again. So, based on my understanding, the fixed stars, page Z, word X, which I have as page 3, word 8. So, including the word preface, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Base. So if I'm correct, in the order I think I have turn, scorched, something, base. Turn and base seems to make sense. Scorched does not. At least immediately to me. Unless it's the base of something that was scorched. Hello, Draxus. Boy, note to self, 47 has a Draxus. Gonna keep that off for now. But, right up. Okay, this is where it's a little painful to write a note in. 47 stars equals Draxus. And that's important for when I need to do a dead end run, because I will want to have exactly that many stars for that. Or have it be a 50 and an inkwell day. I guess I could use a shop, all things considered. Or the Great Hall, just to make sure. Maybe I should do a hallway so I can get Great Hall, but I don't have that many keys. Let's do a shop. Armory. Laundry room or gift shop. Alright, we're gonna do the armory. You ever gonna spawn that? Hey, there it is. Again. Yes. I want to use this axe 3 times. Now, how do I use it? Permanently remove the gem cost from 1 room. Well, I have to actually get the room first. So, okay. Let's go this way. Right? Or do I just do it from the... Well, I'm not going to call it the day in the planetarium. I guess I'll just get some steps and a key. So do I do it from... Because I think I know the second one that I want. It's the trophy room. Yep. We're going to do that. Or that or the attic. Actually, if I'm going to carry around the emerald bracelet for a while... Well, either one. I guess it doesn't matter. 3 gems for 8 items is good. But trophy room... I also have like 3 trophy rooms in my inventory. Yeah, guys, it just makes sense. We're going to do that. If I get a 3rd, it'll probably be the attic. The next time and then I can finally turn off the Blessing of the Night. Let's see, do I want anything else? Like maybe the shield? Yeah, sure. Good. Now we can safely draft 1 red room without it kicking our ass. Alright, I guess now we should go to the south of the boiler room, but here's the thing. I fear that if we move this in some way, we may lose that. So we might accidentally lock out our ability to go to the north side of the gear, but I think we no longer need it, so it's probably not a big deal, at least for now. We know how to get it back if we need to. Commissary, I guess, sure. Unfortunately, now I've spent all my coins. Salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Nothing much today. Get a clock tower or security. Security would be excellent. Security would be excellent because... for a couple of things. Alright, first and foremost, is there something on this terminal I haven't read? This terminal doesn't have a lot of, like, view estate inventory. There's a trunk. There's a trunk somewhere that I probably looked past. More importantly, keycard system settings. I want you high. And that's all, except that I want to run an experiment. I'm typing a little slowly with my broken arm. Alright. Remote terminal access. Let's connect to the lab so that we can do this. Right here in Chicago, we're dealing with the fallout from the California wildfires right now, and everything smells like a campfire. I look at my research logs. These are all the logs I've done, huh? Yeah, that was a good one. Day 52. A lot of times I don't get to do much at all. Day 67. Yes, that was a fantastic one. I think that was the one that I used to actually unlock all the doors too. More standard, though, for me to just get a couple. Alright. Continue with experiment. 3 times you open a locked trunk, set to 40. Yikes. Spread dirt? Spreading dirt on the driveway seems to suck. I've never gotten anything good from there. Oh, no, let's just do this. It's kind of junk. It's a junk experiment. I want the ones that give me more letters, everybody, but I don't. Also, I gotta keep an eye out for a magnifying glass. Alright, we got a nice dead-end room, dead-end spot right here, like the vault. Sure. Keep that. With all that money, I can now go buy a couple things in the commissary, which is nice. Not much else to see here yet, but if I can find a shovel, that'd be helpful. Should I go back to the commissary? Yeah, I probably should. Let's just buy some things. Buy everything. Give me a sledgehammer. Give me a metal detector. Heck, give me a salt shaker. Not gonna bother with a gem. Emerald bracelet, baby. No need. Okay. I'm actually gonna do this as well. So, for a reason. Reason being, well, first of all, a key. And also I want to look at the red prints again, right? So, page A, word X, which I have as page 10, word 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Word 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn. Turn scorched something base. Again, I might be wrong about scorched. Probably I was doing that purely from a VOD, and I might have to go back to look at that again. All right. So, should I? I've never used these ducts. Would it be beneficial? That's 2. Which is the third? One of these. Just because they do go through... Oh, probably one of this, right? Yeah. That do it? Oh, wait. I can't see if that did it. Because... I'm not so sure about that. Hold on. I mean, well, actually, hold on. Now that powers the elevator. Oh, nope. That actually made things worse. I want that going there, but no. One. So I need this one then. Right, so... There we go. No. There. Is it going up now? Hold on. Stinking boiler room. I want that being powered up there. I see 3. I have fumbled around enough to get to 3, but now I can't get up there. Hold on. No? Oh. Shoot. Why am I being dumb here? Why have I suddenly forgotten how to do the boiler room? got it all fully powered, but I'm not up there. All right, hold on. Maybe I have to... I know this is now... Nope, now I'm only at 1. And that's this one. All right, let's actually take a look at this. Because I'm being... All right, so this one, if I flip that off, that sends me to 0. That opens the door, but I don't need the door open. I need that like that. All right, so then this one going up has to be... And the third one going up has to be like this, right? Right? Where is this coming out of? This is coming out of here. Why is this not steaming? It is. This is steaming. All 3 are steaming. But I can't make it there. Oh, wait, no, I can. Somehow. I don't even understand what it... Anyways. The whole point of this is that I want to direct power into the passageway. Right? So that should now be going into there, meaning that anything I draft out of passageway, if I understand this ducting correct, yes, should be powered. Excellent. So... Let's see if you can give me something that can be powered. Well, the lab can. But... I already did the thing that has power in the lab. At least as far as I know. So what about this? The lab again. Silly. All of that, and as far as I can tell, nothing I can power. Well, I suppose if the lab has ducts, then at the very least... Right? I'm carrying the power forward. This is powered now, right? I can see... I thought I'd be getting, like, some notification. But I'm not. I'm not getting anything. Speak of the clock tower, by the way, I did realize one thing about it. Look at all these gems. None of this is helping me get into the antechamber, by the way. Kind of need to make the secret garden or something, right? The secret garden would be very nice. Kitchen, utility closet, West Wing Hall. Guess just try to move forward here. Yeah. Then Clara passed away. I don't suppose the date of the queen could be the date of her passing? I mean, that'd be insane, right? 0615. Just gonna make myself a little note. 0615 1983. Although that's not necessarily the date she passed. It could be a couple days after. It's probably stupid. Vestibule for... Well. Huh. I could double my money. I have exactly 2 shops, right? Commissary and armory. I'm just going to do this because I've never done it. Look at that. Doubled my money. Couple bananas. That was done purely for novelty. Hi, Prince. So this game console, if this has been kept the exact way it was when the Sinclair brothers were in here, this game console existed in the 1930s or something. Well, it's an alternate universe. Okay. Can we go right at least? Door. Boy, how did I make the clock tower so common? I don't think I did that, did I? Alright, more importantly, the coat check should be very common. Sorry. Absolutely common. The solar... I want you a little less often. The pool... Sure, standard is good. Now, incidentally, I'm not sure how much use I have for the clock tower anymore. I didn't mess with its frequency, did I? No, but I do have the drafting room, which I did mess with the frequency. And... where is it? 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 Nope. Drafting room. Am I blind? Not the drafting studio. There it is. Yes, I want to reset that because now that I've found all the everything, not of much use. Now keys are in shorter supply. Let's get our steps, and now we have a way into the antechamber. However, we kind of got to find that secret garden. I mean, we have to find the key. Sure. So, where can I get keys for a secret garden? I can get it from the locksmith. I can get it from the music room. Could also do the Great Hall. Or potentially the greenhouse. But, alright, where am I going? Back down to passageway. Or lab. Yes, through the lab. Through here. I mean, this is powered, right? But there's nothing to do here. At least I thought it was powered. Is it not powered? How is this not powered? I'm not sure I understand. This is ducted. And this is set up. Maybe I don't follow exactly? Hold on. Yeah. I got 3 things. Oh, because I never hit the activate button. Ha ha! Okay. God. So, okay, now that blue stripe indicates that this is all powered. And now I have power in the laboratory, and power in the morning room, which doesn't matter, and power in the chapel, which I'm pretty sure doesn't matter. Nope. So, shame, but okay. Duly noted for next time. Alright. Why will it not stop giving me clock tower? Somebody said I missed something Alzara was trying to tell me about one of these chairs. Maybe? I know I have to go back and look through Alzara's things again. Not sure. Alright, I gotta go right. Sure. How am I gonna find a way to open the antechamber so that I can... Gross. I need locksmith at some point. Well, I could use Night Shield on the empty closet, but then I would have nowhere to go. So let's do this. Get a gem. Get another gem. No redrafting ability, which stinks. And that's going to lock out all 4 of these. Stop giving me clock tower. It's really annoying. Fine, I guess. Fine. I guess I will take it just because today doesn't seem like it's going so well. And I wanted to point out one thing that I did notice here after watching a VOD. Oh, hey, look, a battery pack. That's something. This. Dark are the days coming forth. Not coming forth as in to come, coming forth. So the 4th day is going to be black of some sort. Anyways, I don't know what that's going to refer to yet, but I just wanted to point out that I noticed it. And I know about how this game loves all its double meanings, so I'm sure that will matter. 4 things here I can't do anything with. I am running out of spots for opening the antechamber. Like, well, okay. I did want to do this because, for a very good reason. I didn't realize that there's now a door through here. Another thing pointed out to me by my wonderful commenters. The greenhouse is no longer a dead end. Although I think it still counts. I think they said it still counts as one for the purpose of the drafting trophy. Hey, a watering can. Again, doesn't matter much. What would matter is if there was a broken lever in here somewhere. A key, though, that'll help. Alright, gotta go right. Sure, a cloister goes right. Get a gem. I'm starting to think this will not be a winning day. Hey, excuse me. Thank you. Starting to think this might be a day where I want to start looking for a freezer. If I can get one. Yeah. Alright. So this was a crap day. And I'm just running out of spaces. So I'm just going to freeze things. Right here. There we go. Now I'm just going to run back to the coat check. And drop off this emerald bracelet. And we're just going to try again. I mean, our blessing of the monk. We still got multiple days. So, rough day. Alright, a gem I can't use. But look, I got all these gems, which would be great if I could get the study. Somewhat meaningless otherwise. What's going to be the best way? Oh, right, there's actually only one way. I have to go through this way. And then, my last little stunt will be, I will end the day in the coat check. Meaning I can make it outdoors and literally immediately grab my emerald bracelet. Of course, with 21 gems, what's the use? I mean, but I don't want to give it up. I know I could rebuy it, but it's so good, man. It's so good. Is there anything I'd rather leave, honestly? One sec, everybody. Okay. Now with all those gems I'm going to have tomorrow, it almost seems like the emerald bracelet would be a waste. But I can't think of anything else I'd... Huh. Just carry it over. Alright, we're going to check this. Whoops. No. Not that. I check the emerald bracelet and call it a day here. Garden Cathedral of Tomorrow. Well, I'll start tomorrow also with a lot of keys, I guess, right? 5 tomorrow rooms. Excellent. Now, I have learned that when you draft an ordinary room as the outer room, it's called monking, which is hilarious for a blessing of the monk. So I'm going to go monk my coat check. I got a lot of nice things here coming. I got my allowance. I got a... Oh, there you go. Some gems, some keys. Nice little package. All right. Again, this... With how many gems I have, this kind of seems like a waste unless I can make study. But... just for fun. I mean, it's a really cool tool. But I think maybe after today I might get rid of it. I don't know. I certainly got an easy place to put it away. All right. Antechamber. Once again, we're trying to monk the antechamber. Ah, workshop. All right. I've been told that I should draft the goddamn workshop whenever possible. Hey, a magnifying glass. That would have been nice yesterday. But now I have no excuse. I actually have to look at things. Let's go on the lab. Let's get an experiment started that... Oh, hey, a trunk. Some keys, some gems, some coins. Alright. We're not going to log into anything else yet today. Trash, apple is good. Let's do permanent allowance buffs, because why not? Alright, now munch a bunch of apples today. Because of the choice I made of how I upgraded the boudoir, while I've regretted it in some other cases, it's great for experiments. Sure. And a dead end room? Fine. We will get you out of the drafting pool and never have to worry about you again. Alright. Pool hall it is. Alright, we're doing these thirds things again? Sure. 6, 3, 2, 6. Wait, did I mess it up? Oh, wait, no, sorry. A third of 1 is... yeah. Ah, now we're getting cute. A third of 1 is 0.33 times 6 is 2. Minus 6 is 4. Negative 4 squared is 16 plus 1 is... I have 17 on that. No? Alright, let me redo my math. Alright, let's redo my math. So, 1/3 times 6 is 2. Oh, wait. Minus Yeah. 2. Oh, shit. Wait, is 0? Squared is 0 plus 1. Is it actually 1? Let's do that again. 1/3 times 2. Or sorry, 1/3 times 6 is 2. Minus 1/3 of 6 is 2. Squared is 0. I think it's just 1. There we go. Silver key. Fine. Not my favorite one. I like the secret garden key. Up. And I'll take it early. Why not? Yikes. Well, if I get this now, I could get redraws, but I'm so early on, I don't really know what would I hope to get from redraws here. Let's just get some junk. I need some dice, man. I need the study. I desperately need the study. Yikes. Did I accidentally have Draxus today and not realize it? Alright, yeah, let's get some stuff. There we go. Got so much money, there's no reason not to buy everything. Now, incidentally, let's run back to the workshop. Because I got some stuff I could make, right? I don't have a sledgehammer. But lockpick and metal detector is a decent thing, right? I don't think there's any... That was the biggest thing I was doing, right? Or I could do the metal detector and magnifying glass or metal detector and shovel. Yeah, let's just do the detector shovel. Get more things. I think I have a lot of places to dig. Great. I don't think I can meld anything else, right? No. Nope. All right. I wouldn't want to. I want that magnifying glass. I want it, and I want the library. Actually, you know what? While I'm down here, I should go... Yes, I walked through the chapel in extra time. That was an accident. First and foremost, I can make another dead ender here. Or I can make this classroom so I can finally get a few redraw shots. One for my allowance. But more importantly, how many redraws will you give me? 2. That's not great. This, however, would give me more redraws. So let's do that. Because there's some things I want. Rooms I very specifically want. Although, unfortunately, I think they mostly appear on the higher ranks. Secret passage is an option. Sure. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Because I kind of need to get to locksmith. Which is supposed to be common. But I want the pool? Adds pump room to that. You know what? This might be worth it. This might be worth it, even though it's not what I truly wanted. Grab my gem. Hey, alright. Oh, well, there was the library. I wanted it. But more importantly, I want a special key. Please be the secret garden key. Yes! Alright. That is vital. Now we're in really good shape for finishing a day in the antechamber. Now, what do I actually want to do out of that secret passage? Not sure. I don't actually want this to be unlocked. I want a locked door up there. But... It's gonna give me garage up here as well. And I don't need that. Let's just take guest bedroom. Keep the steps rocking. Hey, a security card. I love it when the guest bedroom has a security card. Alright, so now that I've done that, what would I want to make out of this secret passage? I don't have my knight's shield. Do I want a green room, maybe? I do have a detector shovel. Do I want another shop? Yeah. I jumped the gun on that. Let's just take the showroom. Because I have so much money. What do I want? Actually, I guess all I really want from here would be the moon pendant. I don't think I really need the master key. Security is a great idea. Now, part of me wants to turn up since I have the security card, but the bigger part of me knows that I need a locked standard door, not a security door. Where are they? Oh. So, like, if this is locked, it'd actually be nice, but it isn't. Laundry room's fun, but it's not what I need. What I need is for this door to be locked. Yes. Great. We have our secret guard. And because we know how things work now, we can open both sides of the antechamber. This will take a moment. Bear with me. Folks, tell me about your day. Tell me what's going on in your lives. You always talk about my stuff. We always talk about my stuff. Tell me a little about you. I got, 8 or 9 regular commenters now I can count on to leave something on every episode, which is incredible. You guys are such a delight. But I don't know anything about you. Tell me a fun fact about yourselves. Yeah, here we go. We got one open. We're going to open both, just for security's sake. Wonder what happens if you monk room 46. There really does seem to be absolutely no restrictions on which rooms you can monk. So that it has me very curious and wanting to play for a long time with monking rooms. All right. That should get both sides of the antechamber open. Great. All right. We're done here. Nowhere to dig? Really? In the whole secret garden? Not a single dig spot today? Weird. Alright, now, we have to actually get to the antechamber. Shouldn't be too tough. But, I'll just use a normal key. Study. Hey, now we have a use for all the gems. And an extra one. What was the date I found? 6/15? Probably not, but... Nope. Queen's date. I got nothing more on that. Alright, but... I believe now, when spending up to 8 times, I can redraw. Which is incredible. Especially today. Now, what would I actually want? Well, I very much want the library. And I have a magnifying glass, right? Yes. So I really want the library. We're not powered, so no. Give me a redraw. Boudoir, sauna, no. No. Walk-in closet, kennel, not really. I guess I could take the courtyard. I do still have a way to get in there. None of this is ideal. Vault, I guess on a day when I have detector shovel, it's always tough for me to turn down vault. Alright, I'll take vault for now. Specifically because... I mean, I could go buy the master key, but keys are not a problem for me. I only did that because A, I can still get into here. Actually, I'll still have a way out, down out of the pool as well. Should I just go burn that? Steps aren't a problem, right? Yeah, sure, what the hell. And you know what? Just so that they don't become a problem, let's take care of that. Now, there's no way in hell steps will ever become a problem. I have salt shaker and silver spoon. Servants' quarters? Get keys? Nah. Not really. Here we go. Okay. So, a new clue. This is Simon's favorite book. All right. He donated it, and he's the only one who checks it out. All right, a new clue. So we're going to have to live in this book, I can tell. But the first and most important thing is I have this as page B, word Y. Meaning page B is 1? Word 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sundial. That actually makes sense. Turn something. Turn scorched. Sundial base. Where have I seen a sundial? I think isn't there a sundial in the apple orchard or something? Turn something sundial base. I think I'm wrong about scorched. I think I need to go back to Realm and Rune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would make sense. It would also be a good reason for them to be called Sundial Publishing. Just checking that one more time. Right, is this? Yep. Where are your notes? Right. Red, green. So violet is this one. Page B, word Y, 1, 7. Library. Covers. Assume page count starts on title pages. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Yeah. Boy, lots of pieces required. Oh, and look. Here's the damn station map, which I should have noticed sooner, although I had no idea what I was looking for. That's what And that's that picture of Simon and Clara. So many hints in here. These dead cases. These corner cases. The fact that parlor and library are not ticked off means something. And then there's this suspect list. So there was something in here that I wanted to write. Lore equals word, genre equals name. Are you reading anything here? No, it's just a blueprint. Record each. Stop. Right, the suspect is a key. Key. So I'm noticing this. The suspect is minor, right? So underage. The suspect is minor. No, the suspect should not be a minor. The suspect is major, but this is handwritten. Now, major in Eurasian means short name, I think? Right? If I go back to all the Eurasian that I learned. Yeah, small name. So the suspect has a small name, is not a minor, and is a minor. So if I go back to their suspect list, right? What stands out to me is Bo Lee. Bo Lee is age 16, a minor, and has a short name, a major. I don't know what to do with that, but filing it away, that Bo Lee might be a note about a suspect. The best medicine is not yet evidence. And having read this book so many times, yes, I'm going to. Seen all the signs. Dead end, major key. A key. Dead end, major key. Right, so XYZ, AB, C. C is 13, major key. And because that's the dead end stop. And the suspect is A key. Yeah, major. Yeah, I put that together. I didn't even need that little hint there. All the way through. I don't know what this suspect stuff is about. Dead end, major key. A key. A is 10, right? And there are also major and minor stops on that map. The suspect is A key. It's got something to do. It's got something to do with those stations, with the number 13, which is C. Maybe about, no. All right, I'm sure I'll be taking this out again, but I did want to confirm everything that I knew from this right here. That I was correct about, first of all, the order. Red, green, violet, blue. Turn something sundial base. I don't think it is scorched, but I am going to look again to check my thing there. But I might just go see if I can find where that sundial is and turn its base. It is XYZ, ABC. It is AX, CA, BY, ZX. Oh, that was what I mostly wanted to do. All right. Now, back to questing for the Antechamber. Lots of steps. That's fun. Should I go over the other side now? Yeah, what the hell? It's sure nice to be rich. Hey, an apple. Which is going to bolster my permanent allowance as well. Have anything else I can put together? Like, no. Didn't think so. But mostly, I just want to make something else useful out of that den, since I have another dead end spot there. Pardon me. Orange. I should get some special benefit if I can get like 300 steps, because it seems like I'm headed that way today. Alright. Well, I'm not going to use a special key, so... Locker room. Not really. Kennel. Sauna. Not really. Boiler room. Observatory. I don't even know what I would be the best room for me to get right now. I guess I'll take the observatory. Gain a star and... Yep. 18 million things. More steps. Gems. Awesome. Day 48's a good day. Also, maybe... It might be that in a couple of days I should do... Because I'll have the ink well and can burn a bajillion stars. That might be a good day to try to go for... Really? The dead end trophy. Secret passage again. I could go for that. Or I could just take the morning room. What would I want, actually? I don't think there is anything in particular I want, so... At this point, I'm just trying to finish the goal of the day and make it to the antechamber, which shouldn't be hard. At all. Let's just finish this up and get to the antechamber. Fine, I'm going to use my silver key. Huh! I mean, I could take cloister. But... Actually, let's take cloister. I don't need my dining room. Let's do some digging. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll find a vault key. Actually, that's what I should be trying to do. Get green rooms where I can do digging and maybe find a vault key. Just coins. Those, maybe I could try to... If I get a few more coins, I could try to buy Swimbird plushie. Sure. Yeah, what the hell? Maybe they'll give me the axe again? Probably not. It seems like it takes a while. I'm just gonna get this. Do I have a sledgehammer? I don't, do I? Good, now I can smash things. Clock tower, court. Oh, yikes. No, redraw. I want to make sure I can keep going north. Nope. I did kind of want the gift shop, but I really want something I can take north. Sure. Just duck in here. Head through here, and let's just... We're going for a full house run at this point. Sure. I'm gonna do this for one particular reason. That reason being that... Well, besides that there's a lot of things I can buy in here, I have a chance to make the electric eel aquarium. I've never powered the locker room. though. What are you yelling at me about? Oh, there's a key. I'm going to do 8 redraws, and hopefully I get aquarium. Oh, the attic would be nice, but I've never powered the locker room, and I want to see what happens if I do. Well, the pump room would also be nice, but it's not my actual goal. Focus on actual goal. Here it is. Good. Now, what does this do? Is it just that it's ducted? I think it might just be that it's ducted and doesn't do anything specifically in this room. Yeah, shame. Alright, that's all it was telling me. It's just that it has ducts. I don't think the cloister does, obviously not. So, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Something else that can be powered? I don't know, laundry room, maybe? No. Looking for something that can be powered. Pump room can be powered. That leaves myself exactly one way forward. However, I mean, I could... Yeah, with redraws, I'm not worried about scotching my day. But I've already powered the pump room. Let's see if there's something else. No. No. I don't think there are that many things that get... Alright, well, I do want to draft treasure trove again. But, let's... Boiler room. Well, that just carries the duct through. Ha! Alright, hold on. Let's do this first. And then... this. It's still... The power is still coming through these ducts, even though that isn't there, so... Something that could be powered? No, oh, it's not even coming... It's not actually coming through. Alright, well, we wanted to do treasure trove, so let's do treasure trove. So that gets me more money again. More importantly, there's another box, and so I'm given to understand that these boxes are going to be very useful in the long run, but it's part of a big, big, big puzzle. So every single time I'm in the treasure trove, I'm going to note the box color, so blue, box, crescent moon symbol, and then it's going to give me a note. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. Blue. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Now, I think blue memos are always true. So I'm guessing that that white box that we first opened, the green memos in this room are always true. I don't think that's the case. I think there will be true green memos and lie green memos in this room. Alright. Well, I don't want to set my things to 2, so let's just use redraws. I could do pump room. I have a vested interest in this because I want to drain the pool. I do. I want to drain the pool. But let's load the reservoir back up because I think we've seen what we need to see in that station for now. I'm sorry, this one. Okay, I'm getting better at using this, but I still forget things. switch that. Alright. What is beeping? There is something. Oh, a key right there. Alright. So, pool is 6. That's over here. Right? Did I not press it? Pool is 6. Oh, right, it's up. I want you drained in general. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to yank you out to the kitchen. Kitchen is for this one. Oh, man. Hoof. How are we going to do this? We got to... I think we have to pull something back out of the reservoir or the fountain. Yeah, we'll just do the fountain. What the hell? We'll keep the reservoir nice and full. And then reload the kitchen. And then take what's in tank 1 and stick it in the fountain. Wait, why is it? Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to drain the fountain. I wanted... Blah. No, I want... What the... Oh, no, no, no. This one. I want this coming down to the fountain. Except I really should have done that from tank 1, shouldn't I? Because my whole goal is... My goal is to empty tank 1 so I can empty the pool. Do that again. Finish filling. We're just sending the water all over this house. Probably a colossal waste of energy. All in the name of puzzles. Alright, now... If we pull this out, it should empty tank 1. Now, I think if we left it properly, we can now drain the pool. I have the pool even today? Yeah, it's somewhere down there. Great. We've left water everywhere else, but the pool is drained. Okay. So now, we have to go back to that hallway because that's our only way forward. Right, through the locker room, through the cloister. I swear, I really assumed this would do something in here. Couple gems. Now, I don't want to use all my keys yet. I never remember which things here have what, but some of them have apples, which is good for my permanent allowance. Something sitting around in here somewhere? Maybe on the rail? Yep, a key. Fair enough. I don't want to miss... Wait, another one? Another one? Don't see it. Don't see it. Alright, I'm blind. I'm just not that interested. Alright, through the hallway, and we gotta be going up. Up or right. Do I want the music room? Not super. Do I want the courtyard? Not super. Huh, the gallery's a thing, but no. The trophy room, which I've axed. Yeah. Definitely not. Oof. Alright, fine. I'm actually concerned that I forget how many draws I've done. I don't want to end up completely out of it, so... car keys, fine. Let's make gotta go left. Sure. This is gonna be a bajillion steps, hilariously. Salt shaker. Oh my god. This dinner is gonna be like 80 steps. 30, 31, 62, plus my lunch. 24. Well, I've hit a new height for steps, so that's fun. Alright, it has to be left. Boudoir works, and we're just gonna bump our allowance. Allowance, allowance, allowance. Bum, 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 bum. Sure, rumpus room. Because... Alright. Wait. Coins. Might be nice to make the Mount Holly gift shop. I do want to go all the way back down to that pool. Oh, basement key. Just for fun. Room 46. But we can actually finish up our house. Oh, right, no. Not even sure what I would want to get at this point. I guess a courtyard gives me dig spots. Usually. You dug up coins. A sledgehammer. And that. Do I have what I need to make my power hammer? I don't have a battery pack. Oh wait, no, one more dig spot. More coins. At 100, I have to say the gift shop would not be terrible because I could probably manage to scrounge up. Well. Trophy room. Parlor. I don't know. I guess conservatory gives me chances of just building for the future. Coins. Alright, I am certain that if I can get Mount Holly gift shop here, I can buy the Swimbird plushie. What do I want? You could go to be a little less common. Not that steps really matter. You're common. Huh. I'll take you a little more common. You have doors and you're useful. Okay, this will be the last room of my full house. So let's... Well, her ladyship's chamber, but that's not particularly a big deal at this point. Walk-in closet might give me the battery pack, but... No. I'm just going to redraw looking for anything that would really stand out here. Nothing's really standing out. Huh. Greenhouse, I suppose. Fine. Just because I can dig. I would have taken freezer, maybe. I really wanted the Mount Holly gift shop. So, Swimbird will have to wait for another day. Where do I... What's beeping? Oh, one little coin over there. Alright. So, we still have a few things to do today. Before we end the day in the antechamber. We gotta run back to the pool. I suppose we could buy things in the showroom again. Nothing else to really do with our money. Damn, I have that 110 for Swimbird. But I didn't get it. I wonder if I should try keeping something else. I mean, the Emerald Bracelet's been super cool. It's made drafting a breeze. Well, while I'm up here, let's just try to make the most of this day. I'm just going to randomly buy out the armory. Sure. Yeah, that's everything, right? I'm going to go back through the locker room and use the 3 keys I have. 4 keys I have. I really should have kept a record at some point of what has what here in this locker room. But mostly I think there's apples, which increases my permanent allowance. Somewhere in here there are. Oh, hey, look, a battery pack. But I don't have broken lever. So I still can't make a power hammer. A treasure map? What do I have? In the pump room, huh? Alright, sure. Nothing. Okay. Alright, back to the pump room. Make sure we get those bedroom steps. They're critical. We have to go, I think, all the way through the antechamber. Yep. Boy, I really did make a snaking house. I feel like if you played this long enough, you could get, like, you know, a 500 coin allowance. Do I have a way out from this side? I think I actually do. Oh, you know what? No, I really do. I have a big roundabout way. I didn't need to go take this. Whatever. No, I did. Shit. This is actually a dead end. I was thrown off by this right here because this looks like a door because of this black print, but there's not a door there. So how do I get into the pump room again? If I had a broken lever, I could open the bottom of the... Oh, God. All right. Well, hold on. All the way around here. Yeah, okay. All right. I went the complete wrong way. All right. Bumbling around through the antechamber. I guess all those steps are going to be a help in the long run because I'm going to have to hustle all the way back here at some point. Cloister, locker room, aquarium, boiler room. Locker room. Aquarium. It's so interesting that this doesn't seem to direct the power through. Like, I don't know. What am I trying to do? Treasure trove and pump room and dig. It'll probably just be some money that I can't do much with. But maybe it'll be a vault key. That's what I'd really like. I do have vault, right? Reasonably sure I have that. The digging animation takes so long. It's money. It's money I can do nothing with. Well, shit. Did I... Now, I'm just realizing here, I never gave myself a way into the foundation, which is funny. But it does mean that I can't skip out of here. So, oh boy. All right, what's my path? Boiler room, aquarium, locker room, cloister, pantry. Boiler room, aquarium, locker room, cloister, pantry. Aquarium, locker room, cloister, pantry. All right, what now? Morning room, commissary, den. Did I buy anything? Nope. Den. Passageway, pool hall. Passageway. Ooh, whoops. Nope, that's the storeroom. Pool hall. Apple. Do it for the allowance. Laboratory. Also, all this revisiting is actually a very good idea. I should look everywhere, to be honest. Because there could be fruit in any number of places, and every piece of fruit bolsters my permanent allowance. If I made a conference room, that would have been extra cool. What's beeping in here? I don't know. I'm so blind to these little things they want me to find. But, there, see a key. Maybe I'll just... one more thing in the locker room when I come back. Alright, I actually do need keys. Okay, yeah, note to self. So... Great. Excellent. Banana. Not an apple. But I think... I know there's some apples sitting around that locker room. So that'll be for the sake of... What is it? Ooh. A hall pass. You will not lose steps traveling between two adjoining hallways. Hey, at least that's a new item I've never found before. Alright. Now, will there be something special in here? Redraw dice. Great. But in the long run, this will benefit me. More keys. You know, I grabbed all those keys thinking I was going to need to open this. Now, unfortunately, I can't put in for Realm and Rune again yet. Oh, but I did... That's what I should be taking notes but on things I'm supposed to do, but with my injured arm, taking notes sucks. So, where was that sundial? Was it in the apple orchard? That's a bird bath. I know I've seen a sundial. And my brain is telling me that it was in the apple orchard. Let's take a look. Yes. Hello. Wait. Turn scorched sundial base. I scorched it. Wait, can I scorch this last part? Hold on. I didn't... Like what, to match the sun? Turn scorched sundial base. How? Let me go back again. Is there one more part of a new clue that I'm missing that would tell me turn scorched sundial base? Oh, I'm super glad I randomly bought the self-igniting torch. Is there something else I can scorch? I just try everything? Oh, that did it. Okay. I kind of brute forced that. I'm not entirely sure what I was supposed to get that. So wait a minute. These are these three things. Hold on. Hold the damned phone. What's that thing over in the... Not here. The other grotto that I have so much trouble finding every single time I want to. Right here. Microchip. Yep. Now, where I get the other two parts of this microchip... Alright, you can feel free to tell me how I was supposed to know to put the scorched sundial base in that particular position. I don't feel great about just turning it until it clicked. Unless you're just supposed to turn it until it clicks. Well, okay. So I have one of three here, and I had one of three over there. Awesome. Well, amazingly, I have learned something fantastic out of a new clue, and that is awesome. Amazing. Okay, it didn't give me any incredible progress, but it's something. It's something that I have advanced on. Beautiful. Now, where do I find those other two microchips? If this was Metal Gear Solid, it would be one microchip that becomes three microchips, but it's not. I'm just hearing Solid Snake's voice. Where could the other two be? I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. Okay. What's left? Run back up to the locker room and open everything so I can bolster my permanent allowance. Right? And then monk the antechamber. And I think that's going to be everything. Boy, I would have felt so confused if I hadn't accidentally bought the thing that ignites stuff. What is it that I have? The self-igniting torch. That was That was lucky. I was sure that scorched was the wrong word because it didn't really make sense, but it turns out it was correct. Well, guys, I found a new clue and I knew what to do. Little late to the party on that one. Still looking past things. Very funny some people discovering this LP for the first time and they're just in absolute conniptions over how bad my visibility is in early episodes, and still is, sure. I'm just looking for apples, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I bolster my permanent allowance by as much as possible based on the experiment I have today. And I know that some of these have apples. At least traditionally they do. Yep, Denny losing his mind. Grotto, no, north of the Antechamber, which he thought was too obvious, but it's not. Doesn't exist, red herring. It does. It exists. I've been there. Oh, my wife just let me know she's going to be home in 10 minutes and wants to go for a walk, so I will. Hopefully I won't break my arm on this walk the way I did on our bike ride. Running shoes, amazing. So I guess it could be different things in this log in here. Did not finding the apples I was hoping to find. Useless gems. 6 or 0. 6 or 0. Open the door. Nope, nope, nope. Alright. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Now, is that real? Is it not? It's a green note, so it could go either way. We don't know how much it matters. The only time we've heard of Kirk Darren is in one of the notes that Randolph sent. Oh, the broken lever. Oh, wait. Shit. Now I have something else to do today. Hold on. Before we monk the antechamber, we are now going to run back to the laboratory. Back to the lab again. Alright. Pantry. Commissary, den, passageway, pool hall. Nope. Pool hall, chapel, lab. Actually, I'm glad I do this because I forgot to stick something in the coat check anyway. But I think we're going to give up our emerald bracelet. I'm sure we'll be able to buy it again. Money doesn't seem to be much of a problem. More importantly, I want my power hammer back because there are a few things that I believe I haven't smashed my way through. The weight room comes to mind. Also, just while I'm here, just before I go stick that in the coat check, and actually I am now on a clock. I have about 8 minutes. But I can't resist the urge to go check this. There's this big brick wall in here. And I was never 100% sure that none of this is smashable. No. None of this is smashable. No. Okay. Alright. Every time I came down here, I stared at that brick wall, and I was like, there's so many brick walls down here. But nothing to smash, apparently. What about back there? Ever go back there? Can I make it back there? Let's just take a quick look. I have... Oh. Yeah. I have Ben back here at some point. Nothing to smash. But... Antechamber lever controls. North lever, underground, north of reservoir. 100 Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Right, Mom disappeared from the 100 Bells tea room. That was specifically mentioned. Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. I'm just taking a note of a quick photo of that to remember in the future. Alright, so nothing to smash. So, alright, with my little time left, let's go stick this power hammer in the coat check so I can smash the weight room. Then head back to the antechamber and call it a day. Seems like every day now I end with a ridiculous amount of stuff I didn't actually get to use. 2 dice, 20 keys, 16 gems, 95. Oh, wait, hold on. There's an apple. Hang on. Allowance. All right. Just of all these things. Well, I do have the moon pendant, so, you know, who knows what I might get to keep for tomorrow. But the power hammer, I'm definitely checking. Now, I won't be able to pull it out of here because I'm monking the antechamber. But that's all right. All right, one final journey back to the antechamber, and we call it a day. Now, what's our twisty path like? I know we go this way. I know we're through here. Through here. Pool hall, passageway, den, commissary. Pool hall, passageway, den, commissary. Morning room, pantry, cloister, bedroom. Morning room, pantry, cloister, bedroom. Armory, hallway, music room, dining room. Armory, hallway, music room, dining room. Did I grab that gem? Just for kicks. And finally, antechamber, where we shall stand and call it a day. All right. What an episode. Productive episode. It took 2 days to accomplish our actual goal, but check it out. A nice, pretty full house with a monked antechamber and a power hammer sitting in the coat check and a scorched sundial, which has been turned. Now just to figure out where I find those other 2 microchips. Thank you all so much for all your help and all your viewership. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'm Zeigler Jaguar, and I will see you next time.